Cześć, jestem Bartazar, a to jest kolejny odcinek z serii Follett Filary Ziemi. Dobrze, w dzisiejszym odcinku jedziemy dalej za Williamem.
When I caught up with him, he turned without covering himself. He found my shock at his shameful behavior comical. He laughed, got back into the saddle, spurred his horse and rode off.
Williama.
Near a bridge, I found William with a group of washerwomen. He was shouting at them. When I arrived, I could only hear their replies. They said that they had not seen a girl or a boy fitting his description. William grabbed the startled-looking woman by the arm. He shoved his right hand under her skirt. She started crying. The other women asked.
No.
When he heard my words, William's grin faded. He pushed the young woman away. The other women looked at me in a strange way.
Okay.
They must have asked. I told him I pitied him. I did not tell him why, because I had no words for it.
Zatrzymaliśmy się.
William talked to more strangers along the way. First, I believed he was asking for directions. Then I realized that money was changing hands. William was paying these people for information. William called the man a horse thief. Then he grinned and signaled the puzzled man to get on his horse and ride with him. They rode fast.
Chciałem usłyszeć jak najwięcej.
William bluntly threatened to have the man hanged for stealing a horse of his, and then ordered him to hunt down the real thieves in exchange for his life. The man laughed as if he had made a great bargain. William even paid him. Then William waved at me to ride faster. I reckoned we had to be close to where Lady Hamley wanted us to go.
Dokąd my zmierzali? Pałac biskupa Fallerana. Świetnie. Rana Bigota. Bigoda.
Just a moment.
Po co ty tam leziesz?
What?
You know very well that Bishop Waleran is in Winchester now. So what are we doing here?
No idea. Mother never tells me anything. She treats me and Father like damn children. It's a wonder Father ever got to fuck her in the first place.
Okay.
But here I am, and I'm starving. Damn, I'm starving.
Where are you going?
In there?
No.
I'm sure the bishop would want to see me well fed. We won't be staying long, so whatever it is you gotta do it fast. How can I help you? How about you step aside?
Okej, wlazł sobie po prostu. Dlaczego Regan Slink nas tu przy sobie? Bo ukrywa Waleran. Ama. O! Zobaczymy, czy ma coś na koniu. Ma jakieś te.
William forgot to close his saddlebag.
Jest sakres, zbadaj tu. Williamie. Okej. Zobaczmy jeszcze. Tu była brama. Ale tu nic nie ma. Dobra, wejdźmy do
I shouldn't even.
To ukrywa Waleran. To ukrywa. Buduje ładnego.
What is that?
Co to jest? Ale wyrżnięty las. Buduje zamek, czy... Co zamierza znieść? Ścieżka, idźmy tą ścieżką. Powiedzmy się więcej. Co za budowla?
He's the bishop. He can do as he pleases. Perhaps he's just building a guest house. No, it is too big for that. What in the...
Ktoś buduje, ale co on tu buduje? Ciekawa sprawa. Kulturka, zamknij bramę za sobą. Drzwi do pałacu. Dobra, wiemy, że jest jakaś dziwna budowla i...
You, please.
Idę.
You were here before, weren't you? Yes. I remember you. Philip, isn't it?
Yes.
Please, you have to help me.
Jak go mam wygonić stąd, a... Co narobił?
What happened?
He forced me to serve him food. He took the Lord's name in vain, and he pushed me.
Dotykał cię.
God.
Biskup też ma niezłe obrazy, widzę.
Ah, the monk. Oh.
Weź nóż i dźgnij go.
Did the boy call you? So what? Did he ask you for help?
He didn't have to say anything. I knew you would get us in trouble.
Trouble? Me?
Tak, przez ciebie.
We're young men, he and I play rough. So what? I asked you to leave.
And that is what we will do. What will the bishop think of your behavior?
Listen, we're all on the same side here.
We are not.
You, me, him, we're all working for the bishop. He won't mind. I play rough, so what? We are all men of God. Well, I'm a...
How are you working for the bishop?
You already forgot. I found you, back in Kingsbridge, when I escorted him.
You did not find me.
The bishop and I got talking. We have an understanding.
An understanding about what?
I took Earl's castle for him.
Your parents agreed to arrest Bartholomew because they wanted his earldom.
Who cares what they think? I felled Bartholomew's men with my sword. The old man was begging me for his life. On his knees, he begged me. Yeah. I did it for the bishop.
O,
What?
But hey, I'm sure you did great things for him as well.
jest normalnie podejrzany teraz.
You think my father took Earl's
Zbieramy się.
It is time to leave.
Is it? This is the second time you've spoken to me as if I was some snot-nosed child. Get on your horse. Come on, say it again. I would have fucked that woman if it hadn't been for you.
And what would that have achieved?
She'd have learnt her lesson. And don't you think I noticed how you spied on me and that horse thief? I should kill you for that. I should. Let me tell you, I will fuck Bartholomew's whore of a daughter. I will fuck her good. I'm a man. Damn it, I'd fuck the boy if that was the only way to put him in his place. Hell, he looks like he'd enjoy it too.
You are not a man. You are a beast.
Właśnie.
Oh, I am a man. But yes, there is a beast in me. It hunts and kills like no other. I unleashed it for the bishop. And my sins are forgiven.
Not even God would forgive those sins.
Of course he would. He already did. The bishop told me.
Then the bishop is wrong.
Okay.
Hey, we're on the same side here. Now, we will stay here a while longer, as I've not finished eating. Shit.
Throw them into the blazing furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
What?
Hell. It is a depiction of hell. I told you of heaven and hell once before.
Aż
You
no,
remember.
właśnie.
Of
Będą.
course. The bishop said the relief intimidates even his most impious visitors. They all fear death. I'm not afraid to die. Do not fear those who kill the body. Rather fear him who can destroy both soul and
On
body
się boi piekła.
in hell. Who's he?
The devil. A fallen angel.
I have nothing to be afraid of.
The cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters, and all liars. Their souls are the devil's. They will all go to hell.
Stop it! Hell is far away. I'm not afraid.
I się boisz się.
I want him to leave. Now.
Stół.
If the bishop finds out about this, he will not be pleased.
Pójdź w ogień, o. Tam pójdziesz.
And if anyone's name was not found written in the book of life, he was thrown into the lake of fire.
What's that?
It's from the scripture. The end of days.
The second death of the sinners.
Bishop Waleran said that if a sinner stares into the flame, the devil stares back from the lake of fire.
What?
I can't see him.
Boisz się. Bo się boisz ognia?
What is it?
We ride back to Winchester. Now!
No i dobrze.
What happened?
Maybe he saw things to come.
How can I thank you?
Popytaj się o to.
Tell me, what is being built out there?
What?
A substantial construction is underway, it seems.
Yes, but
What is it?
Pomogłem ci.
a castle. The bishop is building a castle.
Buduje zamek, zabrakło mu materiału.
A castle?
Aha, dlatego nie chce przesunąć środków na odbudowę katedry.
It is not for me to ask or question the bishop.
Of course.
And I doubt it's for you to question him either. That man, William, had no idea why you two came here, had he? You came here to spy on the bishop. You brought this man here.
O ty,
Leave! Go!
ginasz pałę. Ty. Powrotem w Winchesterze.
There you are.
Jestem.
My son seemed thoughtful when he returned.
You priests and your talk. You always get to him.
He seemed more excited after talking to your bishop, though. Then again, we know Waleran is good with words. Don't we, my husband?
Of course, yes.
Of course.
Speaking of Waleran, what did you find, monk?
Plac budowy.
A construction site.
Ah. So Waleran has a building project of his own. Did you also find out what he is building?
A castle.
Yes. He is building a castle for himself. And he used up every stone and every tree on his own lands. He claims he wants Bartholomew's land for your cathedral. But what Waleran wants is a castle.
He's always been like that.
Not long ago, you accused us of being selfish. But what about your bishop, eh?
What do you want from me?
As Prior of Kingsbridge, you will agree that my husband shall have the whole earldom of Shiren.
And why would I do you a favor like that?
Because we will support the rebuilding of your cathedral with our stones and our timber.
The king can live up to all of his promises, and Waleran gets nothing.
That is our offer. What do you say?
Targuj się.
No, we have no deal.
Why not?
We made you a good offer.
Potrzebujecie mnie.
You need me. The king still considers giving all the lands of the earldom to Wayleran to rebuild our cathedral. You need this deal with me just as much as I do.
This is... Oh.
Ahaha, ale za niespryciarz.
We taught this fool well, it seems.
What are your terms, father?
Podzielcie się.
What is more valuable, arable land or forest?
Arable land, of course.
Then you shall have the arable and I'll have the forest.
I need the forest to hunt. An earl must have his hunting grounds.
You can hunt there. I just want the timber for my cathedral.
Ugh,
Which do you want, the cattle pastures or the sheep grazings?
the pasture.
Then I'll have the hill farms with their sheep. Would you like the income from markets or the quarry?
Suppose we said the quarry.
You won't though, will you?
No. We'll take the markets. You can have the stones.
No i dobrze.
It is agreed then?
We have a pact. My husband will let the king know of our agreement. Bishop Wayleran will be quite surprised. You will see his true face when he does not get what he wants.
Strażnik więzienny.
Good day.
Dobry.
You come to visit someone in my jail, Father? Or do you want to pick out a nice warm cell for yourself?
How dare you?
Oh, I'm just pulling your leg. See? A smile. Just for you, Father.
Jaki, kurde. Chcę tam wejść? A, może muszę dowodów użyć na nim. Jak się szczerzy, menda.
Bishop Henry sends me.
The bishop, eh? What does he want?
He wants me to talk to Bartholomew of Shiring.
Bartholomew of Shiring. Ha! It's only Bartholomew now.
Świetnie, dzięki.
This is fourth day
Odwodu.
without bread. Soon he won't even be Bartholomew anymore.
Muszę go jakoś wypytać pewnie. Więzienie.
Bartholomew. I am Brother Philip.
Trochę mnie poniosło.
We have never met, but I am responsible for your fate.
No one ever chose my fate for me. I choose my fate.
Warto było umierać ze
Your
spisem.
conspiracy. Was it really worth dying for?
Stephen sent you. Why would you side with the usurper?
Właśnie, jedzenie dostać.
If you talk, they might bring you food.
Nie
You're
chcesz?
not the first to offer me that. Why should I confess to you?
O, twoi ludzie się
Your
uniosą.
people found refuge in my priory. Your confession will help me to give them work and shelter.
I have no sins to confess.
Nie masz grzechu,
My
no
only
naprawdę.
regret is that I failed.
I will not tell the king that. They will kill you.
They have already done that. Monk, tell them that I confessed.
To what?
All of it. Treason.
But
The son shall not suffer for the iniquity of the father. Tell Stephen that as well.
you know the scripture.
Richard and Aliena, my children, they must live.
O, shit. Prosił łaskę o swoje dzieci. Łaskę dla swoich. Dobrze.
And a good day to you too, Father.
Dzięki, dzięki. Co się z
No
wami
need.
pogadać?
We said all.
A, do twierdzy. Idziemy do króla. Można tu z kimś jeszcze pogadać? Nie z nim. Patrzmy, czy z biskupem można pogadać.
Ah, Philip. What is it?
Wspomnij o zamku. Dobra.
Would you not rather build a castle, my bishop?
What?
A castle like this, I mean. Do you not find this place remarkable? Winchester Castle?
Of course. It is.
But
maybe you... I do not believe my prior can do more than you.
Perhaps he knows he will die. No.
Wszystko przyznał się.
He confessed, but he asked...
Good. I will let my brother know what we have achieved.
Good, Philip. You...
About Bath...
My brother was never one to judge a man. Still,
Dobra, dzięki.
Maybe I should come back tomorrow.
Yes, there is not much.
Yes, your bishop and I.
O no, wy mi nie chcecie zbytnio pomóc z tego co
My loyal subject, Percy Hamley, today becomes the Earl of Sharing. Of the former Earl's possessions, Percy shall have the castle. And all the land that is tenanted to knights, plus all other arable land and low-lying pasture.
I swear by all that is holy to be your liegeman, and to fight for you against any other.
My king...
Ah, yes. Of course, I have not forgotten the worries of my bishops.
Ten już się wkurzył.
The Earl of Sharing himself, Percy here, solved this problem for me. Thanks to him, I can uphold my promise. Don't worry, Bishop Waleran. Kingsbridge shall be rebuilt. Percy told me of a man here whom my brother has not yet introduced.
Nie mów o mnie.
Come forward, Prior.
Nie mów, że to ja wymyśliłem.
My brother, may I present to you Philip of Gwynedd?
My king.
You seem afraid. What are you worried about?
Katedra.
I'm worried about my priory and the cathedral.
I heard about the fire. How are you managing?
On the day of the fire, God sent us a builder, but we cannot pay him.
Don't worry, you can. Now, about the arrangement between you and Percy Hamley.
Nie gadaj mu tego.
He insisted that I give the sheep grazings belonging to the former Earl to the Priory of Kingsbridge. The Priory will also have the right to take stone from the Earl's quarry and timber from his forest. I wholeheartedly agree with the plan you two have devised.
Pierdziele, Waleran się wkurzy i nas pewnie zabije.
Thank you, my lord.
It seems unnecessarily complicated to give the land to the bishop. Percy told me that you, Father Philip, share that sentiment. He told me it was your idea to take up the burden of managing the rebuilding of the cathedral yourself.
No, dam radę. No.
Wonderful.
I'm glad that we all were able to help you, Bishop Waleran, in this pressing matter. After all you have done for me.
Thank you, Lord King.
Mówi przez zęby.
Bartholomew lost everything in his attempt to end my reign. This morning he was found dead in his cell.
Zabił się.
I've heard that you, Prior, worry for his children, Richard and Aliena.
No, martwię się. To już martwię o
While
wszystkich.
they shall lose their status, their name and their land, they shall go free, wherever they are.
Zawsze coś.
You must be very proud, Lady Hamley.
Of course. Father Philip has been very understanding in all this.
Yes, he is remarkable. Very remarkable.
My husband and I were terrified when we heard about the fire in Kingsbridge. It is a blessing that we can help him and his priory now.
You sowed the wind, Philip.
O, ty Mendo. Jak go nie zdradziłem? Słowo. Wcale nie. Prawda. Rozdział 7. Kilka tygodni później. O! Budowa się zaczęła.
Is everyone ready? Yes, everyone will be there. I don't see why I have to come. Listen, I know you would. Philip knows that as well, but he never told anyone, not even Remy. We believe you can do better. The least you can do now is show respect for our prior.
Yes.
What was that?
Yes, of course.
But how are we to pray and contemplate? I don't dare even to send my choir. We shall get used to it. Or
we must be thankful for each face.
Ta katedra się odbudowuje. Chyba.
We shall start with the chancel, then gradually work our way from east to west. That's the way it's done, the way I was taught to do it.
I value your enthusiasm, my dear mate, but so far we're only... I haven't even considered hiring a master builder yet. Neither you nor anyone else.
May I show you some drawings?
By all means.
Dobrze, zobaczmy coś tam wymyślił. Project.
You look here first. Imagine you're standing in the center of the nave, looking at the wall.
Are those...
Right. On top of the clear story. Starting right in the middle is the Tribune Gallery. Shall I go on?
Yes, yes, of course. I was just thinking. Keep going.
On the lowest level are the pillars of the arcade. They're joined by arches making up the bays. Through the archways you can see the windows in the aisle.
I can see you've put a lot of thought into this. I was just wondering... How long would this take to build? You can take your time with that answer.
Well, that depends on how many people you employ. If you can afford 60 masons, you could build the whole church at once instead of working from east to west. That might take 8 years, maybe 10.
I wish my monastic officials had your ability to think ahead and... Go on now, show me the rest of your drawing.
Dobrze. Zatrudniamy drzut. Rzut poziomy.
When we walk around the site, we mark where the walls will be, the pillars, the doors and buttresses. Now for that we need a plan like this, to tell us where to place our pegs and string.
Is this how birds would see our...
Exactly. The nave is on the left. It has 6 bays.
And the chant...
Here, you can see the...
I note. It is remarkable how much you can...
Thank you. The chancel will have 4 bays.
I can see the transept is 2 bays wide, so it will be 12 in total. It does look splendid, but isn't that rather small?
Well, can you afford to build it?
I have trouble affording it at all. The king grants us timber and stone and wood, but only God knows. I don't suppose you have any idea how much this would cost.
I know exactly. It would be no more.
I've spent the last few weeks working out. Here's the answer. £300. So, I need to find £200 a year. You really want to build this cathedral yourself?
Yes, Father. I want you to...
Why?
Sens mojego życia, o.
Because he wants to give people hope.
Is that so? Then answer me this one. If people were to enter your church, one of Judgment Day to teach people to be good, or one of Paradise to remind them of...
show them hell, so that they're afraid to do bad things.
I'd rather see trees and animals.
O miłosierdziu.
It should be the promise of a better life. Therefore, it will show heaven.
Yes.
Milius, is there news of my...
No, unfortunately not.
Świetnie, brata jeszcze by nie
Papa,
aresztowali.
will there be statues inside?
Statues?
Oh. That's enough, children. It's time you went out and played.
Dokładnie. Przeszkadzajcie w interesach.
Prior.
Yes?
Czy orze?
My first wife, Agnes. She died without a priest. She's buried in unconsecrated ground. Sometimes a man builds a chapel, or founds a monastery, in the hope that in the afterlife God will remember his piety. I just wonder, do you think my design might serve to protect Agnes's soul?
God no longer asks for blood sacrifices, but the lesson of Abraham's story is that God demands the best. So you must ask yourself, is this design...
Except for my children. Yes.
Then rest easy, Tom Builder.
To dziecko. Dlatego to buduje, żeby być pewnie blisko niego też. Poza tym katedra to było jego marzenie, kontrakt. Zbadaj. Dobra. Kurde, to budują od podstaw. Jack się tu teraz będzie szwendał. A połazimy po placu budowy w kolejnym odcinku, ponieważ ten dobiegł końca. Jak zwykle zachęcam was tylko do zasubskrybowania mojego kanału. Jeśli jeszcze tego nie robicie, polećcie go proszę też swoim znajomym. Niech wpadną, niech zobaczą. Piszcie komentarze, łapki w górę. Mile widziane. Zapraszam was też na moje social media, do których linki macie standardowo pod każdym filmem. Zapraszam was też na moje live'y. A my widzimy się wkrótce w kolejnym nagraniu. Do zobaczenia. Cześć!